Well, today we're going to be talking about mini adventures that you can take close to home. Coming up next. Hi everybody, my name is Dee Burks and this is Retirement Rescue, where we talk about how to make money, save money, and create a retirement from nothing. Well, since I started putting up adventure videos, one of the questions I have been getting is, okay, what are some ideas for little mini adventures close to home? Well, to me, a mini adventure is something you can do in a day or less. There's no overnight stay, there's no packing your bags, there's none of that. It's close enough to home, it takes a day or less. Some mini adventures may just take a couple of hours. Others may be a half day. More still, a full day. And maybe you even want to take someone with you, a friend, a spouse, a coworker, whatever. Now, there are some things that I don't do on these mini adventures. I don't do anything that I'm trying to curb or stop, like shopping. I do not include shopping in mini adventures. I absolutely avoid shopping. And of course, as retirement goes on, I think we all discover we need less stuff. But for many people, shopping has become kind of a recreational opportunity. And I do not use shopping as a recreational opportunity, nor do I suggest it. So I'm not going to talk about anything like that. Shopping to me is just something we all normally do. It's not something that's truly an adventure. Something else I don't do is I don't take negative people along. It is great to go and enjoy adventures by yourself. Do what you want, when you want, how you want. You don't have to take another person. However, I frequently take people along on adventures, or I go on their adventures, but I always go with happy, positive people. It is depressing to try and go on an adventure with someone who complains all the time, so I don't. And I know some of y'all are married to that person. And if that means you take adventures by yourself, then so be it. It's not worth it to be negative. So I take happy, positive people or go by myself. That's a great way to experience these adventures. I'm going to show you a little bit of footage of adventures that I've taken that are just right here close to where I live. And sometimes I take people with me on those too. I've taken Melissa with me. Here we went just this last week over to Cimarron. It's less than 30 minutes to get over there. And we stopped at this little food truck type place. It's called Kathleen's Burrito Banquet. And it was lovely. It's such a fun place. And the owner, Kathleen, is just so engaging and hospitable. It was fun. We took pictures in front of Bigfoot and in front of the giant bear. I really wanted to go shoot a bunch of B-roll for this channel so y'all would have pretty pictures to look at. And we did that too. All of the wild sunflowers are blooming. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous drive. The mountains are right there. And so we went and we took some video and some pictures. We had wonderful burritos at Kathleen's. And that was the entire trip. We ended up spending, I believe, 2 to 3 hours. That was it. And we were back home. That was it. And it was so fun. The fun part of adventures is getting out of your normal routine. Being somewhere where you can just absorb the atmosphere, enjoy yourself, laugh, have good conversation if you're taking someone with you. All of those things are the best parts of adventure. Well, also this week, I went out to the lake. The lake is 10 minutes from where I live. It's Lake Maloya. And I wanted to get some pictures of people kayaking on the lake. As many of you know, I paint. And I wanted to get some pictures, so I will have lots to paint from this winter when there's no one out at the lake and it's frozen over. But I wanted to go out and get some pictures. And so I went out to the lake. It was beautiful at the lake. There are people out kayaking. There was this guy and his dog, and they were paddle boarding. It was the cutest thing. Clearly, the dog's done this before. I don't know about the guy, but the dog's done this before. But I watched people fish. I sat at a picnic table. You can sit at a picnic table, have your beverage of choice, and just people watch, wildlife watch, feel the wind blow, breathe the beautiful air. It was lovely. And I know a lot of you live in cities, but I would guarantee you within minutes of your house, there is probably a city park. Maybe it has a small lake. Maybe it has places you can sit and people watch. That is a fun activity when there is a beautiful day. Just getting out of your house and experiencing the sun on your face and the beauty the world has to offer, even if there's no other people around, is fulfilling. That does something for your soul to get out into nature and experience those things. But let me give you some ideas for adventures you might like to take. Maybe you love movies. Actually, here locally, we're about to have a spaghetti western movie festival. So check in your local areas. Are there some fun historic movies you can go see? Are there new movies coming out you want to go see? What is available in your area? Occasionally, not all the time, but occasionally I like to go to plays, live plays. I went and saw Phantom of the Opera years ago in Manhattan. Of course, I went on a matinee when it was half price because I'm cheap like that. But it was lovely. I loved that. Here locally, we have the Schuler Theater. And one of the first years I was here, they put on a play. It's The Christmas Carol. And y'all know I love Christmas. I totally do. And the play was great. It was stunningly awesome. And you wouldn't expect that in a little rural town, but let me tell you, it was awesome. So maybe there's something like that you want to go see. Maybe you love music. Maybe there's a music venue, a music festival, something of that nature that you want to go try. Maybe it's as simple as walking through a historic downtown and looking at the old buildings, stopping in an art gallery, stopping in the little ice cream shop to get you a gelato, sitting out on a bench and just enjoying the day. It doesn't have to be fancy. Something else you might like to do, something I like to do, is go out to you-pick orchards. Here in New Mexico, we have some apple orchards and various orchards. But there's also a you-pick raspberry farm down in La Cueva. It's a great time in the fall. My daughter and I are going to drive up the Blue Ridge up to Asheville this fall. We've added the apple orchard idea to our list of things we want to do. It'll be right at the perfect time. And it doesn't mean we're going to go pick a bunch of apples. We may just drink apple cider, have an apple donut, and sit and watch people. That's fun. Go out to a pumpkin patch. Go out to a farm. Do things that get you out of your normal everyday routine. It's kind of interesting that, you know, sometimes watching other people have fun, whether it's watching little kids catch a fish, watching them play in the park, whatever it is, sometimes watching other people have fun is just as fun for you. It's enjoyable while you sit in the shade. It's great. But it's really important to remember, adventure isn't in the doing. It's not a checklist of things. Oh, we went to a new restaurant, check. Oh, we went and did this, check. Oh, we went and did... It's not about that. It's not in the doing. Adventure is in the experience of being. Just being in the moment. So don't forget that. Adventure is not in the doing, it's in the being. Oh, that should be that should totally be a t-shirt. Maybe I'll make a t-shirt with that on it. Adventure is not in the doing, it's in the being. But don't forget that. It doesn't have to be something big for you to really enjoy it. It just has to be something out of the ordinary. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, please click subscribe, and I'll see you next time.